Welcome to the AFoOL podcast, and we're back, all of us together again. So this is episode 35. It's the finale of our bracket. Some of you are probably really glad. Some of you are probably not so glad. I'm kind of mixed. So we're going to do that. We got some other things to talk about. And we're also going to talk about how a recent study has found that women who carry a little extra weight live longer than the men that mention it.
What's up, guys? Mardi Gras Man 23 here, and we are finally back. We are back live. Well, we're live right now, but when you see it, this is pre-recorded. So I am Mardi Gras Man 23 on Joey's channel. That's BrickTrains up in the top corner. I'm not even going to point. He'll just want to wave. And on the other side is BrickTsar, a.k.a. Jabo, clean shaven and all.
Yes.
So are we gonna just dive right into the bracket and get over with, or we're gonna?
I say let's just get it done.
Get some drama.
Get her done. Get her done. Okay. Well, let's see. Do I even need to do that? I mean, do we really? I mean, it's 80 and 86, right?
At least it's not going to be pages and pages of stuff.
No, one page per person or per year. Let's see, look, there we go. I almost have it fixed there in the middle. I at least got 1980 and 86 to appear together, but I don't. After this, I'm not sure what's going to happen. So, which ones you guys want to look at first, 80 or 86? Go to the old one first.
Yeah, sure.
1980. Okay. I think we already know what's going to do, right?
No.
Okay.
We got to be fair with our.
Oh, we got to have some suspense.
Oh, well, yes. So 1980 presents us with these really great parts packs again for the
ultimate collector.
Can we find something we didn't notice before? I know we talked about the wall board.
Yes, the infamous wall board. Yeah, let's see. What is there that we didn't talk about? Or battery tender for trains. There's going to be a lot of train parts in this one. This is 80. This is 80. So there's going to be a lot of trains in this one.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Dannon delivery truck. We've talked about the town square. The Mirsk.
What is this plastic folder?
I don't know.
Is it a DACTA thing? It's got 1130. That's in the DACTA range, and those are all DACTA sets on there. So that must be what that is for. It says service packs, but
it says a service pack. Yeah, you think it was just a? I'll click on it and see what it says. It was a poly bag.
No way.
That's what it's packaging. I know it's probably wrong. Year release yet to be confirmed. So nobody on BrickTsar really has a good information about it either.
I tell you,
plans weren't. That wasn't DACTA, was it?
Folder with the two holes.
No,
the two prongs.
So this is a European release only then.
I think we can say that this is definitely after 1978, even though the picture looks like it's from 1975 as far as like the kids in the background.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it's not DACTA since it's got Fabuland in there.
I don't know.
Oh.
I wish we had some pictures of some of these Duplo sets. These are some.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in here in Duplo that we don't have the good pictures of. The underrated Fabuland. I know there's several of you guys that are really big Fabuland, but I mean, I have nothing against this. It's not one that I collect.
Right.
But it is a.
Do you not collect it because you don't want to go down the rabbit hole?
Well, it's definitely at this point a rabbit hole that would be very expensive.
Yes, it would.
It's even though the sets don't have a lot of pieces, I've been trying to get these sets for a while, and it's like, oh my, yeah, you're right. It's just not. There's just none out there. Robin Hole's bought all of them.
So is it tough to get the instructions to part them together, or are they just rare pieces because there's some of them are in just the one set? Or
so if you got 2x2 bricks, you're good for a lot of the sets, but it's going to be rare elements like this, even something as small as this monkey.
Okay, the monkey.
Look at it, 3604. It's got the wheelbarrow and the umbrella.
Oh yeah.
So stuff like that. It'll have a 5-piece set, and 4 of the pieces are rare.
Right. And then there wouldn't have been instructions with this, would there?
No, some of them, the small sets like this, did not have instructions.
They would have been on the box if they even had anything.
Yeah, and some of the instructions were just on the box, the mid-range. So like this Charlie Crow carry-all I can't remember. I got
that's a cool garbage can right there.
A giant garbage can.
It is. That is a Oscar the Grouch garbage can if I ever saw one.
Yeah, nice lid on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard. So I'm thinking I should just work on getting all the minifigures or the Fabuland figures,
Yeah,
and then worry about getting the set. So and then a lot of them got stickers, which is another problem.
Oh yeah, it says I own the Charlie. What is? Wait a minute. Okay, it says missing the crow,
and the bottom of the trash can. Well, I think the bottom of the trash can is the trash can.
Yeah, I guess
the top of the trash can is the lid.
Is the lid, yes. So hey, what can I say?
Do you have a list of like how many sets there are and how many you need, or you just use BrickTsar?
I use BrickTsar. What do you?
Yeah.
But I did find a discrepancy with Homemaker.
Okay.
There were and I can't remember which one had more. One had 32, and Bricklink had like 31, or vice versa. I got to go back and look at them.
Huh. As far as you're talking about, as far as the piece count.
No, as far as the number of sets.
Oh! I did see that. Yeah. In your videos. So you're saying Bricklink or BrickTsar has one set more than the other?
Yes, and see, like for instance, this bedroom set.
Right.
This is 19. What year is this? 80?
1980.
Homemaker wasn't a thing. So I don't even think this should be a Homemaker set. I think it should be a build-in set with people.
I wonder if there's a chance that set didn't get released on time. Maybe it was supposed to be a 79 set.
Well, there's another one that came out like 2 years
because
after.
The minifigures are in this year, and that's the only one that has the old maxi fig.
And there's one. They did release one more set after this that had maxi figures.
So yeah, okay. So is the boxes marked Homemaker?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have the box for this set and for the school. There's a school.
Mm-hmm. It came out.
It came out in 82, I think.
Okay.
Or all the sets that have maxi figures labeled Homemakers?
No, some of them are labeled building set with people, but not all of them.
Well, we're gonna have to.
Me, Homemakers is the early 70s thing that ended in the mid 70s.
And the Homemakers didn't come with a figure, right? Typically. Or were they just like doll room? I always thought they were kind of like doll.
Yeah, it was like doll furniture.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was probably. I see what you're saying. Well, this is the infamous whatever that word is that has the baby minifig.
Yeah.
So
the transition here.
Yeah, from maxi figs to minifigs, and they weren't even called maxi figs then, were they?
No. I'm going to go back. I got to go back and find out. It's just like. You remember how we were talking about the statue figures, whatever they were called?
Right. Yep.
They all of a sudden came up. Oh, these are stage extra figures.
Yeah, and where did that?
That was in one of the books. I think that came out recently.
So it's a new book reference, but I thought we saw it in an ad or something, or it was a new reference that they've just come up with?
Yeah.
It's a new reference.
It's not a reference from something from the 70s.
It's something they've done new now.
Yeah.
Okay. And that stage, I don't know where you come up with that. Why?
But if you read the pamphlets, now, of course, there's so many different pamphlets in different languages, but if you look, I can only look at the English ones and know what it means, but it never called them that I know that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, until that had came up, I'd never heard that before either. So,
best ideal book ever.
That is a great idea.
Unless you want to say the train one is better.
Yeah, well, the train one has a limited market because not everybody's a train people like us. So.
Is that the idea book that you're going to try to start building sets out of, or start building?
No, it's not. But I have seen somebody do that for this one. And this one doesn't have instructions for everything in there. So the one I'm doing is one from a few years before this, like from 73, I think. Maybe 75. I got to look at it again.
So we have all these great minifig vehicles.
Legoland, great Legoland set.
Yeah.
Those are good sets. Good sets.
Mm-hmm.
And
then really classic space begins. And then 12-volt trains. Is it 12? Yes, 12 volt. No.
Yeah. So it's 12 volt. So this is how this year got to where it's at.
I mean,
because of these classic trains, right?
There's so many of them.
Yeah. And of course, they re-released the 7810 as a display piece.
Yeah, this was just.
Man, there's still more.
Yeah.
and then it's like building a model railroad.
Yeah.
It was, it was more of a model railroad then, because you had all the switches, the signals, buildings.
And these are all expensive. Well, not all of them, but the remote control signal, the light pack, the remote control motor for the switches. Those are all expensive things if you try to find these now.
Now, yeah. Yeah. Good luck finding, these. And that's going to be about it. No, so then we're into the Technic, the car chassis, the motorcycle auto engine. These are ones that I remember, as a kid. And these are the ones that I always thought, those, were so complicated looking, like they were going to be hard to build and do.
So look at that engine. It's what is it? 8858.
Yep.
Now go all the way back up to the top to 858.
Yeah.
And the picture is 8858.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Where at?
Different market. It's the same set. In the US, I think we got the 8858. In Europe, I think it was 858.
So are they referencing that here on? They are referencing it here on BrickTsar.
European version of. Yeah, this usually the small with the Technic, the old Technic, or excuse me, this is not a Technic set. This is an expert builder set.
Right.
Technic is a word did not exist yet.
Right. Yes.
But yeah, the smaller numbers are usually the European releases. The 8,000 numbers are US usually. But I take it back. I got some small numbers that are.
Tell you that was a cool looking set to build those different engine blocks.
Yeah. Yep, that was one there that I always kind of had when I was a kid. It was one of those that when you look in the book and you're like, oh man, that is so cool. That would be something I'd really like to get. So, okay.
So we know what this was.
We know this one, 86. Let's look at it. So 6 years later, we still have parts packs. Why can't we get parts back now, Lego?
I don't know.
Come on, Lego. Help me out here.
Because
I guess they pick a brick.
Bricks and pieces and pick a brick.
Yeah. Okay, so really we still have green and gray base plates. We have the new lighting brick for this house.
Yeah. House not included.
Everything in this picture not included, except the one brick.
Manual control set.
Yeah. Now here we go. So here's the tech. It is actually referencing Technic now. So when did Technic start?
Wait a minute. This is 86. Yeah,
This is 86.
So Technic started, I want to say 80, like 81, 82, maybe.
Okay, I'd have to. Well, no, that's still Dacta, so I can't look at it there. I could look at that. I took Technic and see.
But the problem is they've grouped all the expert builder stuff with Technic.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah, and I assume that's a. I've not done a comparison between BrickTsar and Bricklink to see if everybody agrees, and I mean, Lego, we're not sure what they did back then anyway, so
they're not sure what they did.
Well, there's very true. I like the black.
Yeah, the black track.
Again,
they got pieces they never make anymore, like the large curves and the large straights,
and
the way the switches are.
Well, this is a different kind of bridge too than the.
Yeah.
Do they even make a bridge now? I guess.
Yeah.
But
it's
still,
it came as a separate pack still.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did we ever figure out what that interface A is?
I don't know. No.
It's got to be something to connect to a computer.
I wonder.
They did a lot of stuff with Apple computers.
Yeah, it doesn't say in here.
Oh, it's Dacta though. So
yeah.
Let's see.
Something that it uses with the transformer. It says.
Oh. I bet you nobody's got any for sale.
Oh no. So, service packs, big service packs in 1986. And then we're going to get right back into the special 2-pack.
The 2-packs.
Yeah, thank you, Earl.
Jabbo's new passion.
didn't even know I wanted it.
That one you got today, I didn't even know about that one.
I got the reference from you.
No,
yeah, it was the picture you sent.
It was the picture you sent us.
No, I didn't send you that picture. I sent you the other 2 cars.
I think it was in there.
I didn't send you the lawnmower and stuff. That's why when you said you paid.
Oh, so this is a different one?
Yeah, that's a different one. I didn't send you the picture.
Yeah, this one's definitely a bad deal.
Yeah, the one I sent you is the.
I ordered that one. It hadn't come yet. I did order that one.
I ordered that one too. Yeah, so I did. But I thought in that picture you sent the other one.
Maybe I sent them both, but I don't remember sending that one.
A screenshot. I thought maybe it was at the bottom.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was unintentional.
Yeah,
subliminal.
Subliminal. So what is this Fabuland character polybag?
So you get a random figure.
Oh no!
So you find any of these sealed? I think you can see the figure in the bag, and it may have been. Were there 2 figures or just one? I can't remember.
Well, let me see. Let's see what it says. It says pieces for 1 minifig.
Only 1 minifig?
That's what it says. But 4 pieces. So here we go counting stuff again.
Oh my goodness!
This was the early version of CMF.
Yeah, so I guess that's in German, right?
It says 1 Fabuland figure, 2 Lego Steins.
So
looks like beer mugs.
Okay, so that's their 4 pieces. So they're counting the whole minifig as a piece, and then it gets 2 accessories.
In my math, that's 3. Unless there's 2 minifigures.
Oh no, you're right. 1 minifigure and 2. Yes, that is. What?
Is there any chance the minifigure is 2 parts? Can you decapitate them?
Not supposed to. Oh, I think Robin's got one of these.
Well, we're gonna have to get Robin. Let us know.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how many different possible figures. So
tag us on Instagram, Robin.
Yeah. So this is like a CMF.
Yeah.
For 1986.
Wow. You know, I kind of have that thing with the blind bag CMF. I'm gonna click that now. See what you did to me.
Nice little classic space sets.
Yeah.
There's that breakdown assistance that we always talk about.
I looked at that yesterday. I was like, I need to start getting those pieces together. Start with the base plates and work my way down.
Yeah, there should. I mean, the base plate's gonna be the easy parts, right? It's
Uh-huh.
Are those all stickers? We talked about that before.
Lots of stickers.
Lots of stickers. Yeah.
And stickers over assembly.
The old phone, that little arrow.
I got the arrow. I got the phone.
Yeah. Just stickers are gonna be a lot more pictures, empty pictures.
Somebody needs to buy some Duplo sets and submit pictures.
And here we are into more of the Fabuland.
More Fabuland.
Look at that Duplo playhouse. It looks like the house is one big part, or it's actually maybe
it's
4
like
parts.
4 big parts. Well, and I think the roof piece and this is all one part.
Oh,
I'm pretty
that
sure.
antenna is similar to the one that's in the Fabuland sets, except it's black.
The Fabuland has a Duplo size antenna?
It's that size, but I think it doesn't connect. I think
you're gonna have
fixing that black piece. I think that's 2 pieces.
Look at the clock. That it looks like the hands on the clock, or at least one of them, moves.
I think it does. Yeah, I think it does.
Wow. And nobody's got this for sale. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'd click off of this and see, but I'm sharing my screen. You'll have to let us know, Jabo.
Yeah.
Oh, then the windmill. I'm sure you have the flour mill and shop, right?
I do not have it. Nope.
Really?
No.
That one's going to be a tough one to put together too.
Well, it's got the big window. It's got the. Okay, so I was in yesterday. I was looking for other parts, and I always look at the Fabuland part. Somebody had this the windmill part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They had that in their store, and I was like, I forget. It was expensive.
I can imagine. I mean, that can't be in many pieces or many sets either.
No.
Okay, so now we're getting into the little model team.
Good model team.
Yeah.
Here comes
model team was a good theme.
Yeah,
and then there's some good castle right behind it.
I love this era of castles. Like some of my favorite sets are here: Guarded Inn, Black Falcon's Fortress. Love the armor shop.
Well, and I think this is literally these 5 sets is probably what's carried this year as far as it did. And I think it was also
the Maiden's Cart. I don't think I talked about this in the previous times we've looked at this year, but that one was a little harder to get. Plus, women minifigures in sets were much more rare.
Yes.
This time, especially castle themed sets.
I mean, yeah, because you had queens and maidens, and that was going to be it. Everybody else was going to be knights and fighting. And what do we got here? So, all right. Well, we're going to be getting close to the end of this, I think.
Pretty good Legoland sets.
The town sets are always good. Legoland, yeah.
Good classic space coming.
These 2 sets here, the mobile police truck and the hook and ladder truck, just both went up on eBay with very low start prices.
With the box?
I think so. I think so.
Oh, so this is an episode of Joey tries to get you to buy it, not her.
Oh, I already got bids in, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You notice they're on my want list, so Jabo just went in there and just probably. We'll see if my thing gets a ding ding. You've been outbid. Earl's now listening to my videos for the eBay notification in the background.
Yeah, but it's got 4 days left. You're liable to get one cheap, and the other one will go outrageous.
Yeah, and I think the same seller put 3 of them up. There was a space one, which I already have. So I didn't bid on it.
Yeah, the fire truck's already more than the police.
Is it? What's the current price?
It's still only $10.50.
Oh well, I'm still good. I'm still good. Yeah, here's the other one, the Sonic Robot. That's the other one that I think is up there.
Oh.
And see, I've got it. So
it's a light and sound set.
It's a light and sound. Yeah, the light and sound is another one of those that That's a cross-pollinated theme that I like. Space and the light and sound. So yeah, I want to get that XT Starship and then the sonar. Yeah, that one there, but I don't think I have the box for that.
Yeah, you can see they're starting to transition away from the original classic space stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
doing experimenting with more colors and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's a few little trains.
Yay, we got some trains.
Just 3 little sets though.
Yep.
This car transport depot though, that is a pretty clever little set. Because that's like automated, right? It drives. You can push it off and on, or is that not the one I'm thinking of? I was thinking there was one that actually pushed the car onto the rail car.
There's a smaller set that does that.
Okay.
I got this set and I don't remember. Did I do a video on this set?
It doesn't look like it's automatic.
It doesn't now. Yeah, I'm looking at that picture, but I thought there was one that you had a little crank and it would, or maybe it just slid.
That's
but this doesn't look
from
like
the 9-volt era, the one that you're thinking of, I think.
Okay.
I did do a video on the 7839. Did I do a video on the other one?
I don't know. I have a hard enough time keeping up with my videos, let alone the thousands that you have.
You should know every video I've done.
I've probably watched close to most of them.
I have not done a video on 7823.
Okay.
That's a miracle.
Well, now you have.
4544 is the car transport wagon from the 9-volt era that has the where you can load the car.
Okay. So we're there. We're down into the universal sets, the Technic sets.
You gotta get that tractor.
Some of these are pretty cool.
They just, they never did much with the figures, I don't think. The Technic figures. I don't know how many different varieties of that. But what's that guy doing? He's like crawling under that.
Looks like a safety violation to me.
OSHA.
Oh, this guy ain't got no gloves on, and he took his
safety 7th.
At least.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like they didn't fit, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why you would develop another Technic or another person. You just got out of the mini or the maxi figs.
Yeah. It's like the posable figures have just never stuck with. I mean, mini figures are posable, but the elbows and knees just don't seem to make it in the Lego universe for some reason.
I think the thing is that, and I've said this, but it's my excuse for running 6-wide trains all the time, is there is a look to the minifigure and the minifigure world that is fairly unique to that world. You start trying to get a minifigure like you got here, and now you're getting that 6 points of articulation and all, but there were too many other realistic looking playable figures in that size. So I don't think they competed well against those, if at all.
No.
And then the Technic sets, they were a little more advanced, the
minifigure as it is, it's been around for, was it 43 years now?
Yeah.
And people love it.
Yes.
Why change it?
Right. But they keep trying, now with the friends. There's nothing wrong with the mini doll. It's, it's not going to replace the minifigure.
No. Can you click on that 9151?
I can. 9151.
Down at the bottom, Duplo family. I'm thinking one.
There it is. Here it is.
I'm thinking I need to get this.
I thought that was a duck before it blew it up.
I know that's a blonde-headed kid. It's supposed to be a baby.
Yeah, I think it's a baby.
Yeah, it's a little bonnet.
There's a bunch of gray-headed people. I can get my fig here. Okay, I did think that was a duck too. So. Oh my goodness! Is there?
It's like a little, for some reason, the baby has on his rain gear.
Oh, that's what it is. Going outside. All right.
All right. So,
yeah.
1980 and 1986.
Should we do a blind sealed vote, or what were we doing?
Yeah, everybody write it down and then hold it up in front of the screen.
Oh man, hang on.
I don't have anything good to write on.
I just write it on the back of my bracket.
I can do like 2 different papers. I'm just kidding. Oh, my marker's running out.
So you bought those dots with intention to part them out, right?
I'm going to experiment with it because it's. I don't think, despite what part out value is, it's.
Yeah,
doesn't mean that it'll sell.
Right, and I just not for you guys to go out and buy them. I didn't buy any. I just thought it was very interesting and very odd. Why was it? Why?
Right.
And they're so small.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 1,000 pieces that weighs like 2 ounces.
Well, I just look at that and I see that's a lot of drawer space. So.
Mosaic builders. So
yeah, I know. And that's become a big thing now.
Mm-hmm.
So
saw somebody. Who was it that shared that picture? I think it was Shy Time shared the picture of the guy who did the world map out of Star Wars minifigures.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
no,
it's a map of the world, and it's made out of only Star Wars minifigures. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'll have to find that. You said Shy Time put that up?
Yeah.
I'll find it.
It was him reposting something on Instagram.
Okay. So are we holding these up like on a count of 3?
Sure.
Earl's like, I'm almost. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, mine's yellow.
Mine's like reflecting. So mine is 1980.
Oh, we were unanimous. It's unanimous.
I knew it was going to be too.
Yeah. Yeah, 1986 had it like shot all its fireworks off to get there.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting, we did the last one.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the last AFoOL podcast I did, sorry. It did not get received well.
Well, I watched like the first, I don't know, probably 20, 25 minutes. It was
you're brave, man.
So this is what I suggest. If you ever have to do a video like that again, don't spend the first 5 minutes of the video telling about why it's a bad video.
Yeah.
Well, that was told after
I did. Like, this is a great. Instead of like, man, this is going to be a bad video. You're going to really hate this one. Probably shouldn't watch it.
Probably shouldn't watch it.
Just say this is if you want to get caught up on what we've done over the last several months, this video will be a nice summary of that. And
if you've been following along, tune out now.
Yeah. You just had everybody up. Click off.
Yeah.
That's why Kill said he hated it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but you know what's really funny? So, okay, I did that. And yeah, that was probably, and I did that. I shot that little clip 3 days after I started that project because I didn't work on it 3 days straight, but I did work on it over a 3-day period, just trying to get it. It was like that Friday trying to get it done. But, I lost my train of thought.
You filmed the clip after you were started.
Yeah, but the view count on that video is way down. It's like people just saw bracket review and went,
yeah.
So I've been through this.
Now I'll tell you exactly why that is because people like us, most of our views come from regular viewers.
Right.
And regular viewers aren't going to watch compilations usually.
Right. Because they've seen it.
It's because they've already seen it.
Right.
Compilations are for new people.
Right. Yeah.
And who knows? It may do better, but
it might. Yes.
Plus, you could go through use the YouTube editor and take out all the parts where you said don't watch it.
Probably could. You know what? If there's anything, I like to mess with the algorithm and everything. So
Yeah.
Just let it go. Yeah, and speaking of the algorithm, I put the shorts in the same video or on the same channel as the regular long form content and my other. So the poor algorithm ain't got a chance.
Well, I think you should do that. I don't think people should make a dedicated shorts channel. That's what a lot of people did.
Yes. So their channel has to stand on that, and I don't see my. Well, I do. I see it on my other browser that is not logged in as BrickTrains. It's logged in as Joey. So I do see that. So it's just a quick little video that comes up every other day or every couple days, whatever it is. So I don't think it's that bad of a deal, but they still have it segregated inside my channel so that it's posted out to the shorts video. So I should get all the benefit of the shorts channel without having a separate shorts channel.
Right. Yeah, so people don't have to subscribe to two different channels, and you got a good mix. You're not like posting 8 videos a day.
Right. Yeah.
So. But have you ever looked at your analytics to see where your subscribers come from?
Yeah, I have. Let's see. Will this show anything weird if I share my analytics? I mean,
the only thing you're not supposed to show is how much click through, like the CPM.
I'm not monetized, so I don't have that.
So you don't have monetization, so you can show how much you make. You just can't show how much your ads make.
Well, let's look at it if you want. Hang on, let me see. Oh, this is gonna go crazy for a second here. Hang on.
But yeah,
there it went.
All right, so
hang on there. I can't. Sorry, I can't see you, so you just have to tell me what you want to see.
All right, so you gained 18 subscribers. So go to subscribers. Click on that where it says plus 18 subscribers.
Yep.
And then change. Wait a minute. I'm wanting to click it. So you clicked on it, and it shows the videos.
Yeah. You want my audience, right? Where they came from?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, you can actually see how many subscribers a video made.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then we would need to look at each individual video, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at mine. I'm used to doing it. It's easier on mobile.
Oh. Traffic source. There it is. So quick, go away Thursday. I guess that's not going to go away. So 50% of my traffic source has been from the shorts feed.
Yeah.
But that's understandable because a couple of those videos are reaching 2,000 views.
Yeah. Well, that's where you're getting the views, but what you want to see is the ones that you get subscribers.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how to do this on Windows. Hold on a minute. It's analytics. You click on subscribers. Nope, that's not it. Audience. Yeah, it's so much easier on mobile for some reason.
Is it under the audience tab? No.
I just clicked that.
So everybody watches between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So
yeah, when I posted those videos late, they were like this. Even though this video was later than your audience normally watches.
Yeah, so here it's showing 61% is from my subscribers.
Yeah,
38 is from non-subscribers. So that would probably be because of the shorts.
So,
all right.
Okay. Anyway, YouTube did a post on Twitter, and they were like, what channel have you subscribed to because of a short? And it was kind of cracked me up because a lot of people were commenting. I did unsubscribe to people because of shorts.
I subscribed to one because of shorts.
Okay. I couldn't think of any that I subscribed because of a short.
He's a prop master. He's a movie prop master, and he shows off a bunch of movie props and explains how they use them in movies.
Then he makes those jokes.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. He must be. So either our analytics of who we are is very similar, which
and so you found this guy, and if he's got longer form content, you're probably still going to watch it, right?
probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that would be probably, yeah. I could see maybe. I could see that there, yeah, that he might have drawn some people in because of his. I've not even looked, I never even thought to look and see what his long form content.
But I often wonder how did that. I mean, I didn't go looking for the guy. He just popped up in my feed one day at random. How did that happen? Is what I often wonder.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's things that are related to other things that you watch, or type of content, and sometimes it's related to what other people watch that watch some of the same things that you watch. So, because like when I went over here, I was looking at my analytics. It's like people that watch your channel also watch these.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
So there's also this other phenomenon that I've kind of caught. So your guys' videos will show up on my regular account, my Joey account. Okay. It'll show them as recommendations, and they're also in the feed because I'm subscribed to them. It'll never show up on my BrickTrains. Ever. Never. I've never got now your subscription. It'll be in my list of, hey, these are your subscriber feeds.
But do you watch them?
And I watch them on my BrickTrains.
Okay.
So my phone's logged into BrickTrains, and the monitor here is logged into BrickTrains. But I'll never get your videos suggested. Now, is it because I've watched them, or is it because it knows I'm going to watch your stuff anyway?
No, I don't know, because I get both of you guys show up on my regular feed. Like if I click on my home page, I click on my subscriptions tab. Y'all always show up right there.
Well, subscriptions will always be the chronological list of people, unless they posted way too many.
I'll even get one from, like, I get it from Jabo a lot. I'll have his video, and then you scroll down a little bit, and it'll say a mix, and the first one of his mix is the newest video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of assumed or thought that if I were to go to my homepage, my YouTube homepage for BrickTrains, and I had not seen one of your videos, that it would just show up in there in my recommendations. Like, hey, we know you're going to watch it. Here's the recommend, but it doesn't. I don't know why. It's interesting. It is the YouTube mystery.
Yeah.
But, so go ahead.
I was going to say, I went and looked. See, like I said, it's easier to do on mobile. I've only made a handful of shorts. I've done none on my BrickTsar channel, but I did some on Trains Are Fun, and I was a little surprised. So they do bring in subscribers.
Yeah, I think I've bumped up probably 10 or 20 people somewhere in that neighborhood just from what looks like the subscription, but because I got a bump in that time frame. Now I know you were looking at where did the subscribers come from, and I don't know how. I know I've seen that before, but I don't know where to find it at. But
it's easier on mobile. I could show you,
but
I can't ever find it on the Windows.
So the other thing though that happens, and I noticed this with the shorts feeds, is the thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, because that's how the shorts feed. If you go to your shorts feed, it obviously recommends shorts to you. But as you thumb up and thumb down those, it recommends more of what you thumb up and less of what you thumb down.
Oh,
okay. But then that, that actually, I don't want to say it negatively. I mean, it does affect your regular channel. We're talking about having shorts in your regular channel. I'm not sure how much a down vote hurts your channel. It's still engagement, but I do see that on my shorts feed, that where I'll have 100% or 99% thumbs up, but when the shorts hit, they'll drop quickly to 80%, where 20% of the people are thumbing it down because they're not interested in it. They don't like dad jokes, or they don't like Dakota. So now we got to talk. A problem.
I have no idea how that affects your channel overall, because it's like the one thing I learned Early on with regular videos, so I don't know how if with shorts videos, but with my other videos, the ones that get the most views are the ones that also get dislikes. Now, not 50% dislikes,
Right.
but you'll get, you only be like 90% instead of 95%.
Well, that means, somehow you're reaching a wider audience with that. So you're going to get that more people who don't like it versus, because like you said, your regular channel viewers, your regular subscribers are more than likely not going to dislike a video.
And when I was getting more views, the average watch time was like 2 minutes. I say for the first 6 years or more of YouTube, my average view time was like 2 minutes across all of my channels.
Really?
2 minutes. But now, since I changed how I do my videos, it's like the first day, it's like if I do a 15-minute video, the average view time is like 10 minutes.
Wow. That's good.
It's like a huge difference.
I hate it when there were only 4 or 5 minute videos.
I know. I feel bad. So I was like, man, that seemed like it was longer. It's only 6 minutes long. I remember back in the day, you'd think that was a long video, a 6-minute video.
Well,
I think somewhere between 9 and 11 is what I like.
That's the sweet spot.
Yeah. Okay, so something we should start. I think can start talking about is I've noticed on Brickset. Well, it's been there forever, but there's always something that's in the news, right? So it could be like a topic for us to talk about, and it's very interesting because the topic today is how expensive is too expensive.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I haven't read it yet, but I saw that.
Well, it shows the Star Destroyer, the Millennium Falcon, the AT-AT, and then of course it's got the Titanic, and actually if you click on it and you read the little article, there's actually a part at the bottom that asks you for a survey. It says how much are you willing to pay, or how much So, I mean, do you see a set reaching the $1,000?
Yes.
Mark?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's not far away. They're going to do something.
You don't think they're going to quit before they get that high? And I don't mean quit producing $700 and $800 sets. I mean quit increasing to get that high.
No, like Kevin's always said, if you buy it, they will just keep making it more expensive. And when it quits selling, then they'll quit making them.
We're going to find out here very soon with this AT-AT how fast it sells out, if it sells out. I mean, it's
But how much is it?
It's 800.
Yeah, that's what the Titanic is, right?
The Titanic 630.
Oh, I was thinking the Titanic was 800 too.
Okay.
Which one was one of the? How much was the Millennium Falcon? That was.
It was 800.
Yeah,
800, yeah.
The Star Destroyer was 700, but it's we're talking U.S. prices. These things are like different prices.
Yeah.
In Europe, and it's like I think like the Star Destroyer is the same price there as the Millennium Falcon.
Well, the thing is that they all sell out within the first few days. It's when it makes it back. Then do they sell?
And I think the larger sets don't have the production run.
There you go.
Smaller sets, so
right.
It may sell out, but they may only made 1/10 of them as they made like some other sets.
There's the thing, right? To Lego, okay, the margin on these sets has got to be astronomical, right? Now they put there's a lot of research and development or whatever into getting that set to where it is. It's a set, but if they're not producing these, if they're only producing 10 of them to every 100 of the $10 sets. And what is their expectation? That they sold 9 of them, and that's a good deal because they sold 90% of them. You know what I'm saying? Their expectation is going to be way different on a high end set than it is for a friend set.
And I think they know that they're. I mean, every one of them sells out except for maybe the Coliseum.
Yep.
Every one of them sells out day one. And then how long before they come back? And then I mean, like you can still get. There's a guy I know who collects, who's got 2 Millennium Falcons sitting in his closet, and I'm like,
you don't know how long it's going to be in store.
Just shaking my head when he did that because he got them, and it's great But now it's still in the store 3 years later, and he's still got.
Well, so how many stores are in the United States? Because these are selling only at
over 100 because they had the 100.
I think it's like at 150 something.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but it's for easy math. It's 150. How many did each store get? We're saying they're selling out, but if they got 10, then what are we talking about? 1,500 sets. That's nothing.
When they did the piano, my store got 6.
Okay.
6, but that was not as in demand as something like the Millennium Falcon or the AT-AT or even the Titanic would be.
So if they got,
and it was a less expensive set.
Okay, so if they're getting 20,
yeah,
that's still nothing. That was, for the first run to sell out that day, and they're only making 3,000 sets.
3,000, yeah, that's less than the VIP promotion that they made 5,000 of and sold out in 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. So, there's a real good chance that these are limited editions, and they're just not even saying it, right? We complain about limited editions, but these are already more limited.
Yeah. They don't want to tell us it's limited edition, because if they tell us it's limited edition, then it will sell out.
Did you get your Titanic yet?
It hasn't come yet. It's shipped.
Because the double VIP is Friday and Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
This week?
Yes.
20.
I need it to be double VIP on Thanksgiving week when the AT-AT is really.
So there's also going to be, there's advertising for some sets on sale. You remember when they put the Disney train on sale a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So they're advertising that it's like nobody knows what the sets are going to be, but there's supposed to be some sale sets like that. So,
well, years ago, before YouTube, and all of us messed it up by talking about Lego. when they did these Black Friday sales, there were always a ton of sets that were 50% off. 50%. Every because I remember I would have like 5 things in my shopping cart. Sometimes I think that was what the limit would be with 5. I'm like 50% off. I'm getting them, but now it's like 20%. It's like a Walmart sale or the regular Amazon price.
Right.
So it's got to be at least 30% off, I think.
Yeah, well, I think it was the year before COVID, I believe, when the Disney train, that was the last. And the Disney train was a really good price.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been 30% off, because that's what made me get it.
Yeah, they did 30% off of the Millennium Falcon. That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a bunch.
So explain to me this global cross pricing to try to narrow the gap and make it equal. And there's 2 Star Wars sets coming out. There's a new battle pack. It's got 4 minifigs in it. I think there are 4 snow troopers or 3 snow troopers and another one.
Right.
And the retail is going to be $19.99 for a set. It's a 105-piece set with 4 figs. It should be about $13 or $14, right?
The $14 or $15 battle, the $12 to $15 battle.
Right,
pack.
but there's also a new Star Wars set coming out, which is the other set and it's going to have 2 figs, I think, and it's 300-something pieces, and it's like $30-something. So there's no rhyme or reason between these 2 sets. It's like one of them, the price is where you think it should be based on today's prices, and the other one is like, okay, we're gonna. I guess since we sell CMS for $5 a piece, let's make the battle pack where the figs are $5 a piece.
Yeah. So the 501st battle pack did so well.
Mm-hmm.
So many people bought tens of thousands of them.
Even our productions.
Yeah.
What's crazy, but those are back to they were originally $29. They've been $24.99, and every Walmart I go in, there's 3 or 4 on the shelf.
Yeah. And you couldn't, the first month or 2, you couldn't find them. But you knew they were going to make them. And I don't know if they're looking at how well that did, and they're going to make these that are a little smaller and charge more, but there's not going to be the demand.
No, because of the price.
Right.
I've never figured out the price. I know that like some sets that just seem like a bad deal, they're like the 4 Juniors or whatever that have large pieces. Those would always be more. Duplo. Look at Duplo is like $1 a piece. A lot of times.
I had a couple of the Ford Juniors. I may still have some around the corner there, and I hadn't been paying attention to them. I just picked them up on, huh?
I heard a phone beep. I was like, "Is that somebody?"
That's actually a Yahoo Sports alert.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't interrupt
you. But some of those figures in there, apparently, because I was just gonna part out the part, just get them out, get them. And some of those minifigs were $20 and $25 a piece in those. I don't remember which Ford Junior. I'm like, what's the deal? But I guess it was a different print or something for.
Were they superheroes?
Yeah, it was superheroes. No, it was Marvel.
Okay.
Huh.
There was a giant. It was the Hulk, but it was a Thanos. So it was a purple looking Hulk, and it was supposed to be Thanos. And it sold for 15 or something. And I sold them all out like a couple days.
Wow.
I mean, put them in the store and they were gone. I was like, I told Heather, I said, we should have bought 100 of those because I think we bought them on clearance. We probably bought everything they had anyway, but you got to really pay attention. I'm finding, and this is just my ignorance, but I'm finding you really got to pay attention to these minifigures.
I think if you want to do Bricklink regularly as like selling, you got to focus on minifigures.
Yeah.
Parts like dot sets is not where it's at. It's minifigures.
Yeah. Because the figs turn most of the time, and even if it's figs that don't, if it's not superheroes, not Star Wars, even Ninjago doesn't really sell that well.
No.
But when you part the Ninjago figs out, the
pieces
torso sell, the legs sell, the sword sell. So the accessories.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching. Yeah, anything that I have like the city. I think I've already started any city sets that I've parted out. Parted out the minifigs separately.
Yeah, you just part the minifigs.
Well, I can tell you something that doesn't move quickly on Bricklink. Shameless plug here. I finally got all those, or I got what I had. Well, not even have all of them, but I got a few of those Samsonite sets put in Bricklink's database. Already had them in BrickTsar. But nobody knows they're there, and it's kind of what I right. Yeah. So they're going to sit there and sit, and they're going to sit there and sit there and sit there for a while. But that's all right. I mean, they were just sitting there on a shelf anyway. Now they're available to somebody if they really wanted them. So,
everything sells eventually.
Eventually. Hey, speaking of, I think we can finally put an end to the piece count in these stupid wheels. Look at that picture.
Oh, they got them taken. Wait a minute. How did they take it out?
The block in pre-1969, 1970, whatever it was, pre-whatever, is just a C-clip.
Okay, so it's not completed around like
right, but it quickly changed to that
because it's probably safety.
Who knows?
Safety in the 60s?
No, yeah.
You didn't get safety until what? 2004?
Depending on where you work, might be 2021.
I was standing on a pallet this morning. We were stacking, and I stacked so high, and I'm not gonna go get a ladder, so I stood on the pallet right next to it. And the guy who was handing it to me, he's like, "Man, this is pretty OSHA safe, isn't it?" I said, "No." I said, "Climbing up and standing on it's not the problem. It's climbing down. That's where you have your trouble."
3 points of contact. There you go. So, this is the number 166. The video is not out yet, but it will be out, and it shows them very definitely separated.
And so that's why the Samsonite sets have the screwed up parts count.
Right. That's exactly why they have. So speaking of that, having the parts count on, we have that. I put this in the show notes, and I don't know how.
Do we have show notes? I looked for.
Yeah, he had. I remember seeing that in the show notes.
You must have not changed the date.
I didn't. Sorry. Well, I did right before we started.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I looked at it about an hour before we started. I was like, it's October, so I guess you haven't.
Yeah, probably about 30 minutes before.
Okay. Anyway.
So in the I don't know if it's going to bring this up or not. Any rate, there was an act back early. I really wish that would open up. Why won't that open up so I could read it? I don't apparently know. Copy link. And let's copy it over here. This is in yeah, that's awesome. It took me to a YouTube search page. Never mind. Any rate, so there was an act in way back in the early 60s, and it's the United States, North American said you have to put, I think this is for food and other things, but you had to put your what's in the package. And I guess Lego and Samsonite determined that meant piece count, and it only applied to North America. So that is why we get the screwed up counts, or get counts on our boxes now, whereas Europe did not, because they passed a law, which means that they passed that law. That means there was a lawsuit. So somebody got mad because they got a half an ounce of something paid for.
Yeah, because I was thinking with food, it's usually the weight.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like if Lego did that.
It's also ingredients nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have every ingredient and how much it weighs.
Okay. But it's like if they put the weight instead of the piece count, I mean, would people get up in arms about things?
I found it. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Fair Packaging and Label Act.
1967. That was the only thing I wanted to go there for.
It passed a law because one people out of 300 million complained
about something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how it happens.
And cost companies millions, if not billions of dollars to update their labeling, and continue to do that for the next 50 years. And so then we have higher prices. Thank you, people who complain. Wait a minute, I complain.
So did you go through all your Acro Mills containers and pull the dividers off the back of them?
You know, I never knew those were there, even though people probably have said it before. No, I haven't done that.
I was always afraid to pull them apart because I was afraid it was going to destabilize it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're so flimsy on the back.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I haven't mounted any of the Acro Mills yet. So I'm really seriously thinking of building a wall where the Stack-Ons and the Acro Mills are back to back. I just got to figure out how to do. I don't want a big gap between the. I wish they could be flush, but then I don't know how to make it secure where they don't fall over. I'm fine with.
You have them on your table back to back, just taped together, right?
Yeah, but they're only 2 high.
Oh.
And see, I want to do them 4 high.
Well, these are 3.
I realize that's 3 high. Are they just sitting there?
Yep.
They're not
now.
Even
right there is a screw going down into the one below it, and I did that at like the 2 corners.
Okay. I just wonder how. Well, the Acro Mills aren't as tall as the Stack-Ons either. So stacking 4 Acro Mills wouldn't be bad.
Well, I mean, that's pretty tall.
Mm-hmm. But I just realized that I could condense if I stacked all my Stack-Ons and Acro Mills, I could shrink the size of my store and then have all the larger containers on one side, because you would spend larger percentage of your time around where the Stack-Ons and Acro Mill drawers are.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I need to consolidate this down. But in order to do that, I got to stack them 4 high.
Right. So you think?
Go ahead. I was
gonna say, do you think you'll ever do the divided drawer?
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
I might.
I just can't see a drawer with 1 or 2 pieces in it and not having to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we go with the intention when we're parting out. So these are all full. So you can see right there is where it stops. That's the end of the store. The rest of that back and down is empty. The drawers have never been pulled out. But when we pull the new drawers, we automatically put a divider in.
Yeah, I do too. I just can't. I mean, you don't completely double the space of your store, but you could say you'll gain. How many drawers do you have?
2,000 something. Yeah.
How many drawers?
I got about almost 6,000 drawers.
You could probably gain 2,000 drawers easy.
Oh, I bet more
by
than
adding
that.
a divider.
But my problem is I fill up drawers. I obviously don't fill up all of them.
Right.
Or even most of them, but it's like if I had half drawers, what am I going to do when I got one half of it gets too big?
Well, then you just what I do, what I do, here's the way I do it is like if I'm adding to this drawer, right, and it fills up, then I just set it on the floor or off to the side, and then when I'm done adding parts, and I go and I either reassign this to a bigger drawer.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I do the little drawers and the bigger drawers and the shoe boxes.
It's the same thing. If it has a divider in it.
But if it's got a divider, then you gotta, I guess,
but if it's got a divider in it, all you do is set the drawer to the side with the other pieces, and then when you consolidate, you either move these to an empty hat. And it's kind of like a rolling thing. It's like, okay, so you take these and you move them into a half, and then that makes that one a full drawer, and then you end up with empty hat. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, because what I do, like what you're saying, is if you pull all the parts out of the front half or the back half of the drawer, I pull that drawer and I sit it on a shelf.
That's what I do.
Right, and then at the end, when I'm done pulling of course, I'm only doing maybe one at a time, right? A order. But when I get to the end, if I have two empty drawers, I'll just put the one part in the other, change the inventory, and now I have an empty drawer, and those two parts get consolidated.
Yeah. So you consolidate as you pick. I consolidate as I load, and then, like I said, when I pick an order, if this half is empty, I don't pull the drawer out like you guys do. I just put a Post-it.
Right.
A little Post-it on there.
Okay, that's what that was the other question I was going to ask. What if only one lot sells out in a drawer?
Yeah. I just put a little Post-it. I don't know. I got one way up there you can't see, but because I just parted out some. Yeah. And I'll give you the Harbor Freights. They are a little bit smaller, but once you get pieces in them, the only thing bad about them is the little thing on the front to pull the drawer out is a little tricky.
Oh.
Because it's made to put like your finger under and pull out, and you naturally want to do this.
Yeah.
But they're not bad for the price. They're not bad at all.
I don't know. Everybody does it. Everybody's got different little tricks or things that they do. I still see big sellers that have 30 different pieces in one drawer. I don't understand it.
Pops Blocks and AFoOL Man do that. I've got a few drawers from when I started where it's like all the same kind of part, but it might be 3 different colors.
Yeah. But the thing is, you and I and a lot of other people are doing everything. We're picking the orders.
Mm-hmm.
But then, if you get other people involved, like I got my wife involved, it's easier for her if it's one lot in a drawer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she can look at the picture and tell, but
okay, so but we've all complained about the little C clip on the one little clip. Well, you got some that look like a O, and then you got the U. Yeah. Nobody, if you're not separating those out, and let's say you got some that are blue and some that are red, I could see that getting mixed up unintentionally. Even if you get the right part, you got the wrong variation of that part.
Yeah, the hardest thing I ever mixed up was in the Iron Man bust, the tan plates that have gold on one side.
The tan plates.
There's tan, like a 1x2, 1x3 plates that have gold printing on one side. A plate.
Oh my god!
And it's on the narrow side.
Nice.
And I threw them in with the regular plates, and then I was like, "Where are these at?" And then I had to go through all the regular plates.
When you were loading it, when you loaded the parts, huh?
Yeah, when I put the parts away, I was like, "Where are the?" I put those in with the regular ones. I found. You ever come across a piece that's missing? Like you have the quantities off.
Oh yeah.
I was picking an order the other day, and I found a piece that was missing like probably a year ago. I'm like, oh, it was a 1x6 tile that was in with 1x4 tiles with the 2 studs on the end. It was mixed in with those. It's like there it was all along.
Yeah.
It was a hard color. It was dark blue, and it was a hard one to.
Or how about whenever you're loading parts up and you're supposed to have 10 and you only have 9? You're like, oh,
yeah.
Why don't I have 10?
10, yeah.
So you change it to 9, and then then down the road you got
find that one.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah.
Yeah. My wife finds those like she's like, let's say you're missing a particular brick, and she's like, what would this get mixed up with? And I've taught she'll ask me what drawer is something that looks like this piece, and I'll give her all the drawers that have similar looking pieces. The other mistake is you label it wrong when you enter it in on Bricklink. And I did this the other day. I mixed up drawers 3865 and 3965. They were in the wrong slot. Each one was in the wrong slot. And I was putting a piece away, and I was like, this is supposed to be 3965. And I was like, wait a minute, this is 38. I'm like, oh. There's like, there's so many different ways to make a mistake.
There's so many ways to make a mistake.
I've put in drawers, like I was talking about consolidating. So I'll have a drawer, and it'll be like 620, and I'll stick it in 820.
Yeah. That's exactly what. Yeah.
So have you noticed? All right, this happened to me the other day. I was putting parts away, and it was one of those deals where I pulled the front part of the half the drawer. So I pulled them out, and there was a couple in there, and it sat on the shelf. So it was very in my mind. And then we were putting some parts away, and it was the same part. And I was like, why? They should have been in there, but the Bricklink was saying it was parts I didn't have. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I pulled the drawer number up, and it says, no, I have those parts. But at some point, since I had put those parts in, they had switched that part to undetermined type.
Oh my goodness.
So when I looked at the part, it's one of these deals where they went from an O clip and a C clip or a U clip. And the parts that I put in originally were whatever, C clips or O clips, but now they have 2 parts. So parts that were in my store went to undetermined type, which now that means that it doesn't mean they're not available for people to buy, but people are not going to be looking for the undetermined parts. To me, that's just somebody being, well, I don't want to say lazy, but they didn't know or whatever. But now I'm like, okay, wait, it just happened to me. Maybe they're not being, maybe, as Bricklink improves, it gets.
Well,
I thought they were going to try to get rid of all the undetermined types.
Well, but
some cases I like them. Some cases,
but this wasn't an undetermined part when I put it in, because I only part out new parts.
Yeah.
So at some point they converted it to undetermined.
Yeah, I've gotten the notices where they say you got to pick a type. This is going to be deleted. This one's going to be deleted.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet, and maybe I missed this notification.
The headlight brick used to have 2 types, and they put it back to just 1 type.
The printed and the embossed?
No, not that headlight brick. The modern the 1x1 brick with stud on the side. They call it a headlight brick.
Oh yeah. Washing machine brick.
So I did.
The washing machine.
So do you remember the first Black Friday big creator boxes that they had? It was the big giant one. It was like I don't know, it was either a $25 or $30 deal. It was like
1,500 pieces. Yeah.
Right. So I had 2 of those, and then I had 2 of them from a couple years ago that were the $20 boxes. So I decided to part those out because I was tired of looking at them. I don't know why I've been looking at one of them. I don't remember which one. So I parted it out, and one of those clips that you're talking about, the clips that came in the set was 1 type. But at the bottom it says set may include extra pieces. The extra piece was the other type. I was like, what is this this about?
So usually that's alternate.
Right. So I had to. So I just like, I don't even know which one of the 2 I got. So I'm supposed to have the original one. So I deleted the extra one, which was the other version, and I just added them to the top one.
Yeah.
I had never seen that before. There was like 2 versions in the same set.
Now I've definitely seen it with a set where you get two different versions of the same piece. I've seen it with the tiles. I mean the jumper bricks, jumper plates, whatever. I've seen them have the groove and not the groove in the same set. So I can see that with the clips happening too.
Yeah, it frustrates Heather when she's helping me part out. We'll get to the alternate parts, and she's like, "It's the same part." Well, no, dear. Read the fine print.
Yeah,
we got to figure out what's different. Sometimes it's not easy to figure out exactly. There's one that's got a partial O, and I keep getting them too. It's got a partial O, and then it's got corner O's cut out. Well, it's.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'm doing them.
And still, I don't know how people have the patience to sort through used parts.
No, and so we mentioned Pops before. When I was trying to complete the cafe corner, the torso for one of the minifigures is one that there's another torso that looks the same, but it's got more stitches. So the one that most likely came with the cafe corner is the one with less stitches. I actually bought from him because when I've watched his videos, he's like going into detail about different figures. I said, if anybody's going to get it right, he's going to get it right.
Right.
Because I
did he get it right?
I didn't get it right one time. But no, yes, he was right. But I'm saying I've done it and not got it right.
Oh yeah.
And then he sent me the right figure.
Yeah, because I depend on Bricklink to tell me what everything is, partially because I'm an idiot, but partially because Heather, who doesn't necessarily know all those fine details, like, oh, there's 3 stitches versus 4 stitches on the printing of the front of the what? But yeah, we rely on them, especially with the new parts. I cannot imagine, and I have a handful of used parts in my store, but it's it's really basic stuff that I know what it is, or it's special things that I know people want. I got that damaged snow speeder, or was it the land speeder one? I got a Star Wars set that was damaged. It was completely squashed, but all the parts were in there still, so it was already mostly open. I just put the parts in the store.
You said land speeder, Jabbo. UCS land speeder, it's coming. It's coming.
Luke's land speeder
is coming.
It's what we need.
So
is the DeLorean supposed to be coming.
Yeah. And I hope that's not going to be a $400 set.
No,
that was $150 creator set.
That's going to be a $250 or $300 set. It's going to be like the Ecto
Ghostbusters,
one. Yeah, and then but the land speeder, who knows? It should be, you would think, around 300. How much was the Batmobiles? It should be about like that.
250 or 300?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
You would think it'd be like that.
So we were talking about, you brought up the survey on Brick said about how much is too much.
Right.
The survey results as of the filming of this is 34%, $250.
That's what I voted for.
Yeah, 35% is the $500. So it sounds to me like 60% of the people, 70% of the people, that sweet spot is between $200 and $500.
My sweet spot is 250 to 300. It's pushing it for me.
It's like when I look at vintage sets and I'm wanting to buy something, if it's over $200, it's like even if it's something I really want, and of course these are smaller sets, but it's like hard for me to see spending more than $200 for something. So I think the first time I ever spent like $250 was probably the Grand Carousel. Maybe that, I don't even think that was $250. I think it was even.
You talking about new, brand new?
Yeah.
I would say some of the modulars are probably the most expensive. That gonna gets into that $200 range, but it's gonna have to be, for me to spend more than $250. It's gonna have to be something that I definitely am going to build immediately and put in the city.
There you go.
But if it's an old store display, you'll drop.
If it's an old store display, who cares?
I was actually thinking,
credit cards be gone.
When I was looking to see if there was show notes, and I saw this thing on BrickTsar, I wanted to ask both you guys if you're looking for a vintage set on your want list. where is your price? How do you budget? Okay, this is the most I'm going to pay for this. Because I know there's some things that you bid on, but you pass, and there's some things that you got to have, and you'll just keep bidding.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Well, so I can give you a modern or a recent thing is I've been looking at piecing together the Eiffel Tower. Somebody had it for $350 without the instructions, and I didn't buy it. And it's like, that's actually a good price.
Probably, yeah.
But he didn't have enough good pictures, and I was like, plus a little bit for shipping or whatever. But it's like, if he had better pictures, I might have gone for it at that price. But I'm looking on the low end of whatever things are selling for. I don't want to, if something regularly sells for like $400, everybody's paying $400. I don't want to pay that much. I want to pay $200.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I'm not opposed at all. And it's while a lot of my vintage stuff is to buy separately, buy a set of instructions or buy bulk sets of instructions,
Bulk.
And then you peel out the ones that you want. Now, I need to go back and cultivate my instructions to see what I need to say. Okay, I got this, and they're worth something, because they're like all the sets I part out. I don't put those instructions in my Bricklink store. But if I have older sets and set instructions, they might be worth something. I need to go and look and see if there's anything of value that I need to put in the store. But then I'm, if it's just parts, that's going to have to be lowest common denominator there on parts, and then you piece in your expensive or your rare parts. And I'm like you, I'm going to look for the deal. I really am going to look for the deal. And even if I guess what gets me there though is shipping. I don't pay enough attention to the shipping.
Yeah, you got to look at that.
You got to really pay attention to that.
It's like, I got so many shopping carts on Bricklink, and I got to ask the sellers, because some of it's very expensive to ship.
See, that sometimes that's what turns me off of parting a set together. It's like, yes. Okay, it's not that expensive. There's only a handful of expensive parts. I'm not 100%. I'm not the purist like you guys, where it's got to be the, if it's a 1x12 and I can put 2 1x6s there,
right,
I'll do that. But then you start, okay, well, if by the time I make 20 orders to get all these parts, I got to pay all shipping to 20 different. Then it's kind of like, maybe I'm not going to do this.
Yeah. Well, that's where I use the wanted list, so I'll create all the different wanted lists with things that I know I want, the things that I know I'm missing. But then when I go to start making cars or whatever, and I'm in that store, then I'll go, okay, what's in my wanted list? And then start just knocking things off to try to get, and then you start paying attention to, okay, I'm getting ready to hit the $3 shipping or hit out of the $3 shipping, go to the next level. And then, try to play that game. So it helps to have a lot of that stuff in your wanted list. It's a pain. You got to keep track of it, but it's definitely helps reduce that. It's when I get in that tunnel vision where I'm like, oh, I want to get this project done. And all of a sudden I've spent $20 on shipping from 4 different places for $6 worth of parts.
Right.
And that hurts. And, then you're like, oh, well, but in some cases you have no other choice.
Yeah. So it's like with building the tipper trucks. It's like, I'm only looking at people that have quantity. So I have to be patient and wait until they list other things or their quantity goes up or somebody lists more. Because I did the store the other day. My cart was less than $4. The shipping was $40.
Wow.
And it didn't. I could add like another $100 worth of parts, and it was still $40 shipping. I was adding stuff just to see, and I'm like, well, I don't really want all these other parts. And then I did another order I did place. The shipping was like $14. I added some more parts that were on my wanted list. Then the shipping jumped up to almost $30. So then I was just subtracting until it got down back to $14 again.
I'm assuming this was a European seller.
Yeah, European order. Yeah.
So since we're talking about shipping, what do you think about, what is it? Ship it?
Oh, yeah.
Or the new
So
PayPal.
I was closed for a while, and then when I opened back up, I was like, I had these orders I had to ship out, and I was like, oh no, what is this ship station?
Yeah, ShipStation. Yeah.
And then also at the same time, I didn't realize the post office did their seasonal rate. We're going to raise the rates while most people are shipping.
Yeah. Now I'm
Yeah.
using the algorithm. I think it's embedded in BrickTsar or Bricklink. I mean, it seems to have kept up, but except for the priority. I shipped a couple things priority the other day, and I don't even know why I caught it, but it was whatever. I don't know what the number is, but let's say it was like 14.52 is what my thing charged them. But when I got to ship station, it was like 14.58 or something. It was just a few pennies off.
Oh,
I'm gonna break my.
that's good.
But I was like, those should be flat rates. How is that wrong?
Yeah, I thought I had canceled because somebody wanted me to ship to Canada, so I opened up Canada, but it was you had to request for invoice.
Yeah.
And then somehow I left it on there where you could check out without an invoice or something. Something happened. I ended up getting one where they got charged like $14 for shipping, and it cost me like $25 or something. Because it is so. I mean, 1 ounce is $14 and something.
Right.
To Canada, it's like ridiculous, and that's why I don't ship overseas anymore, or even to Canada.
Right. Well, and I get, every once in a while I'll get because I have the priority mail option turned on that they can ship. I shipped a minifig the other day.
They wanted priority mail.
Yeah, and I mean the $7 minifig shipped out for with $8 shipping or whatever it was.
The thing that's messed me up is sometimes somehow they've picked bubble mailer.
Yeah.
Priority mail bubble mailer, and I'm like, there's no way this is gonna fit. And I'm not, and sometimes even if it does fit, I was like, we're just gonna ship it in a box and we'll pay more if it costs more.
Right. Yeah. Well, I always I'm afraid of the priority mail bubble mailer.
They will bust. We tape them. We tape them because I've had one bust, and we're not going to have that again. Lego pieces can have jagged edges.
Yeah,
you just got to kind of feel your package. Like, is it gonna have jagged edges?
Yeah, because like a lot of times I will. Well, I don't even think the bubble mailer is an option for me, but that small priority box is what I use a lot of.
Yeah,
for the priority stuff.
You guys are gonna have to teach me how to do. I'm telling you, I tried to do it, and how do you add weights to the stuff that doesn't have weights?
I haven't done that. So if they do order something that doesn't have a weight, then you have to invoice them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're wanting to add weights to the
stuff?
No.
I want to go to the auto deal like you're talking about. Well, when I tried to do it, maybe you can walk me through it because I'm doing something wrong. I don't know.
So you're getting stuff that you have to invoice, and you just want to auto.
I want to set up my store with auto checkout.
Oh, so you gotta pick out all those different bands of weights for first class and priority mail. Look at the ones that are popular. Those are the ones that people are using. You can copy those or use those templates in your store.
And you can also use he's absolutely right. There's also some of them that are automated where it's using the API, and you can add a percentage, and I think that's how mine's set up. So it's like shipping plus 2%.
For some reason, California costs more. So does it auto do that for you?
No, no. I don't know how I don't know because I'm not using the one Joey's using.
Yeah, mine does. It goes by zones.
It does go by zone. Okay. I probably need to update that because mine, if somebody's in the South orders, it's a lot cheaper than
for you, but it charges them the same price. Is that
so? I charge everybody the same price no matter where they live, and I end up paying more for people that live out west. They get a deal. People in California are getting a deal, and then I'm always hoping they don't do something that's over 3 pounds or won't fit in a medium flat rate box.
Okay, so
I did this on eBay. I had thought I had entered in the buyer pays the shipping, but it was free shipping. and it was a massive box. When the person checked out and I got the PayPal payment, I was like, oh no, they only paid me what the final amount was. But fortunately, it was going to Georgia. If it had been going to California, it would have cost me like $100 to ship this box because it was so big.
See, this is mine for my USPS first class package retail. Oh, sorry.
Look at that. He's got a logo and everything.
I might just have, what I might have to do is I might have to let you give you my passwords. You can log into my store and you can set mine up.
It's not that hard.
No, you just pick it, right? So this is using the automated and it's.
So where would I go? Store settings, then what?
Shipping? Then shipping. Share your screen. Maybe we can walk you through it.
No, I'm on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
Shipping. So request for invoice? No.
So you're going to have to add. Welcome to Bricklink store tips of the day.
Oh, so you're using the API. I see what you're saying. I'm using the weight band.
Yeah. I'm using the, yeah.
Okay.
So I think you can just search for that USPS first class package retailer as an add shipping method.
Yeah. How
do I change it to just ship to US? Is it just North America? So right now it says I ship to 213 countries.
Oh no!
Oh wow! You didn't stop that.
You got to just choose only a domestic option.
Yeah, shouldn't you just be able to click on that right there?
So I need to click on where it says 213, and then
I think so. Yeah.
Change that to North America.
Yeah, and see, mine says Canada and stuff, but I don't.
That didn't do anything.
Okay, well. Obviously, we're not doing a very good job here of helping you get through this. I know what you need is you need to add it.
I couldn't even figure this out. That's how much less the.
Yeah.
So I'm in store settings and I click shipping and I got my map up. See how your map just shows you?
Yours shows 200.
Mine shows everything.
But you don't what shipping methods do you have?
Oh, there we go. Let's see. I've got. It says group none, method request for invoice, destination anywhere.
Yeah, so you want to change that. You want the destination to be domestic only.
Yes.
If you don't want to ship international.
Is that where it's enabled?
Yeah, you want to disable anything that says international.
Now it says I ship to 0 countries.
Because you only have one thing.
Yeah. So you need to add
a shipping method.
Click add shipping method. And you need to request for invoice domestic.
Wait.
And you want to choose from shared shipping methods.
Wait, add shipping method. So I got choose from shared shipping, create a custom shipping.
Choose from shared.
Wait, first I got to get it back to North America. Now I went from everywhere to nowhere.
All right, this is
this will add it.
Follow the steps. All right, yeah. Follow the steps here.
Okay, add shipping method. Gotcha.
Yeah, next. And then you want that top one.
I created custom, right?
No.
Shared.
Shared.
Next, okay.
And you want to start with that top one.
You got to have a first class.
This will be your under 1 pounders.
Okay. Then next.
And then next. And then you're on your own because if I click this, I'll add another one to mine. I'll really get messed up, I think. Well, I'll try it. What the heck?
Next.
See, there's your bands.
So this is the weight band.
Yeah.
This
add shipping method. Weight bands.
And then you hit confirm, and then that one's added.
But wait, 0 to 4 ounces is not $3. Now it's $3.60. It's like $3.65 California and $3.30.
So you can adjust that. You can go through and you can.
Yeah. Okay. There is one that. All right. Hang on. I gotta get out of this.
Where's the?
We're not prepared to do this. Let's look at mine because mine is not. See, mine in there is set up.
Click your weight band. Click it says Courier API.
Yeah, there it is. So I wonder if once you add it, you could just switch it to that.
Maybe.
Because you don't want the weight band, you want the courier API, that's where it changes your pricing. It just does mine on the fly.
So hit confirm.
Yeah, go ahead and add it, and then we'll go in and edit it.
But I also added add like an ounce or two.
Yeah, so if we look on here,
it was a package adjustment.
Courier.
Yeah, I think
valid
it is.
zip.
Because
so it's my zip. Choose a UPS rate chart. First class package. Commercial, I would guess.
How do we go from picking the best year ever for Lego to
this? This is the kind of stuff you get on the AFoOL podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We need a 9-year-old to show us how to do that.
Yeah. See, I thought mine had in here somewhere. It had that where you bumped up package adjustment. Maybe that's where it's at.
Yeah. Add weight. I had a base weight.
Okay. See, mine doesn't have that in there. I wonder if, but I know mine comes up more than. This is a little more confusing than it needs to be. Or it seems to be.
But it's better than it was
years ago.
Mm-hmm. Although I did kind of like the days of they had to wait till you send them an invoice.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I've always done.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't figure this out.
Well, if you keep adding that, so have you got to this screen then?
Yes, that's where I'm at now. At the top, it says name, first class package retail, USPS, group. Okay. What's the group?
It's just, you can group them into it. Yeah, you can group like your first class and then your priorities into second group. I don't know. It's really complicated on how it can fall through those different groups.
So then am I going to enable or disable?
If you enable it, it'll be
instant.
Yeah, visible to your people, and it should, or to your buyers. But I would make sure you stay domestic, and I would make sure you change that to the courier API, because those are the things that are supposed to be getting the.
Well, when I do courier API, it says a valid zip code is required. But I don't even see where I can put a zip code in. Oh, my personal information.
Your personal zip code, yeah.
Oh, brother.
Okay.
My zip code's in here.
We'll finish this offline.
Yeah. Let me go back.
Yeah, back out until all of a sudden you're going to get a bunch of shipping instant checkouts for $2 in shipping.
So Joey, when I look at mine, I got about 12 different things set up. Not all of them are enabled because I disabled all the international ones.
Right.
But yeah, I got first class. I got bubble mailer. So I guess people are able to pick bubble mailer, whether or not it will fit in the bubble mailer.
Yeah, so that's the thing that's weird, because on mine, there are 4 options on mine, and only 3 of them are enabled. First class retail, which takes you up to £1, and it's graduated. It's graduated every ounce, right? And then I have U.S. priority mail. Now the U.S. priority mail, all of these are supposed to, based on the weights and or the volume that is in Bricklink, it's supposed to pick that. It's supposed to pick the correct size. Now, my first class package mailing, that all is based on just weight alone. So if it's 3 ounces or 4 ounces, it doesn't ask, it doesn't tell me what to put it in. It only tells me, how many, what they got charged for based on the weight. And I pick either a big bubble mailer or a little bubble mailer. And I ship 90% of my stuff in those purple bubble mailers. Now the priority mail will tell me small rate box or a flat rate, and every once in a while I'll get the bubble mailer and it comes through the API. It'll say,
you even get the small box. And
and I've only got the US priority mail is the only option I have set.
How much is a small box?
$7 or $8, something like that.
Yeah.
And then if all of those fail, if Bricklink doesn't have enough information, either volume size or correct wait, then it'll drop down and I have the request for invoice and it'll drop down into that one.
Yeah.
And I'll get an invoice for.
I still can't figure out how to just sell to US.
We're gonna have to help you out.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I can either do everybody or nobody. I can't figure out.
You have to add the shipping method.
Yeah, I think
once you add the shipping method,
so
then
I got request for invoice as my shipping method.
And so click on that one.
And it says anywhere, and anywhere is enabled. And if I
change that to domestic, where you got it clicked anywhere, click that to domestic only, and then it'll stop.
There's three options: domestic, international, anywhere. You want to click domestic.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go back to this page.
So then you can do it the way you've been doing
it. There we go.
We got one thing fixed.
Now there's only 30%, 36% can buy from me.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of international shipping though?
Every once in a while, somebody, and I always send them and I tell them how much the shipping is, and every other one cancels.
Yeah.
Right. So apparently the people got their order. Said that I had 2 orders going to Canada after the change to ship station. So Earl, have you shipped anything internationally since PayPal changed?
Well, for me, it's, I guess because I still invoice, I haven't seen any change on shipping. I still go through PayPal and.
No, when I when I printed my label, it goes to somewhere in Illinois. And I was like, wait, I was like, I looked at I filled out all the customs information. And when I went to print the label, it was showing Illinois. And I'm like, this is going to Canada, not Illinois. And I was like,
you know what? I
haven't seen that.
I haven't done that, but I've done that on eBay plenty of times where you'll ship to somebody and it
goes to their distribution center.
Yes, it goes international through eBay. So it's probably the same kind of setup.
So I'm thinking this is the big change with this PayPal things. Like before, when you would ship international, you'd fill out the customs form, you had to sign it and date it. Now it's you fill it out electronically, you ship it to a US distribution center where they are going to, I guess, slap another label on it. Because the label I had for the 2 orders I did to Canada was Illinois, Carroll Stream, Illinois.
So that's got to be some sort of customs or its ship station has a office or whatever there close to the customs, and that's interesting.
I wonder if it makes it a quicker process. I don't know. But that's what eBay did with the global shipping thing.
Yeah, right. So you don't even know when you're selling it international until
I ship it to a US address and they handle it from there. And that's the same for international sellers. And I can speak from experience now that I've had my first ever problem with a seller that sent me they sent me the wrong thing and then didn't respond. It's like it was $100 and actually I think it was closer to $200 with the shipping. They shipped me something completely different. They didn't respond. I opened a case with YouTube with eBay, and they waited to the last day before they were going to be action taken by eBay, and they said they would accept a return. And then they said they couldn't do a return label. And then I had to wait several more days, and then I finally called somebody directly on eBay. I'm like, this person, they won't respond. I said, you can see in the communication, they're not responding to me. They won't give me an explanation of how I got the wrong thing. And here's the thing that was really why I think it was them trying to be scummy, even though they got a high feedback, is the package should have come in a big package, and it did. But the item that was in it was tiny. And I was like, they sent a big package. And I actually left it sitting on my table for 4 or 5 days. Because sometimes I don't open stuff for weeks.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm glad I opened it before I got too far. Because like, well, this is lighter than it should be. And it was totally something different. And eBay gave me my money back. And left them positive feedback somehow. Somehow they got positive, or I couldn't leave them negative feedback. I was so mad about. That's the one thing I was mad about. I could not leave them negative feedback because I got my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that when COVID first hit. My wife wanted a thermometer, and I ordered the thermometer, and like 12 or 14 days later, it hadn't even, not that I hadn't got it, but it hadn't even shipped yet. So I just messaged eBay and told them that, and eBay refunded the money, and I couldn't leave any feedback.
Yeah,
eBay should leave a negative feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not you.
But when I looked at this seller's feedback, they had done this to other people, but I don't think those people got their money back because they had other negatives from where they sent the wrong item, but I don't think the people pursued it to get.
They just left negative feedback.
Yeah,
and walked
they just
away
left
from
negative feedback.
Okay. Yeah. If in that case, that I think eBay should have at least put a negative notification in there. Couldn't work it out. eBay had to refund.
Yeah, and I'm thinking eBay I think eBay is the one that lost on this.
Or did they just charge them? Did that show up in their account as a fee? You know, whatever you
maybe they will.
I don't know. I don't know how that. eBay's. I've sold like 2 things on eBay in the years that I've had it.
Well, eBay's very buyer friendly. They're against the sellers.
Well, they have to be buyer friendly because that's where all the money coming in is from, right? I mean, they got to protect the buyers. Walmart, Target, Amazon, they all have these crazy refund or return policies. It's like you bring it back and they just say, okay, here's your money back, whatever, unless you abuse the policy.
Yeah.
And that's the way eBay's got to look at it too, except they're not the person selling it. So they got to cover for all the sellers.
Pretty much anything online. Amazon's like that.
It's like the people trying to game Amazon. It's like, I want to do a return. Let's see if it's something they'll actually want me to return, or they just say keep it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they want you to return it because that's a big deal too. You see those auctions on YouTube where these people just buy all these Amazon returns, and half of it's trash, and
half of it has never even been opened.
Never been open. Well, okay. Last thing before we move on to something else, what do we think about the man of many words? The thumbs down going away on YouTube.
Has it?
I don't know that it has. I mean, they said they were going to. Has it? Let me look.
YouTube has the uncanny ability to do changes that everybody hates.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going away.
It hasn't gone away yet, and they've gotten so much negative feedback. In fact, one of the guys that was one of the 3 that created YouTube who only posted the one video, me at the zoo, he put it in his description like it's a bad idea.
I mean, if we can identify that people are gaming the downvote system, whatever they're doing, whatever they're afraid of they're doing, but if we can identify that, then why don't we just deal with that versus turning it off completely?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a certain amount of, you look at something and it has a lot of downvotes. It's like,
it needed the downvotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A targeted downvote attack only has limited power. I mean, it's like, and if you don't let it bother you, it won't hurt you anyway.
Right.
Like
I don't understand how some get away with. There's this. So I watch a lot of sports stuff. I watch a lot of movie YouTube and a lot of like about movies and stuff and a bunch of sports stuff. So I get these feeds like it'll say it's a clip from ESPN and it'll say like Greeny goes nuts about whatever. And it's basically clickbait. And the channel is some Chinese channel.
Yeah.
And you click on it and it's like a 5-minute segment from ESPN, and the part that you click to look on might be 4 minutes into the video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the dislike button's for. It's for
right.
that.
Right.
It's like I'll be watching something And then there's the people that are copying that, like just re-upload and post from, like, let's say you want to watch Saturday Night Live skit. Saturday Night Live has a channel, but then you watch a couple of skits, and the next thing you know, you're watching a skit, but it's on some random channel somewhere that somebody just re-uploaded it, and it's like, that's what you need the downvote for. So I don't want to watch that.
So yeah, did Saturday Night Live forget to check the uncheck the let people copy this? What is that new?
So
I know it was an example.
If you're in the copyright thing, you might as well just, unless they're doing something to harm your reputation, just let them post it and just take the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So on one of your videos, and I can't remember if it was a BrickTrains video or if it was a BrickTsar video, and I don't know if you noticed it or not. There was somebody posted. It was like, I can't believe that happened. And, I just read the comment. And I thought, what did they can't believe that happened? So I went and I tried to look through the comments, and I was watching your video. And I was like, no, I don't care. But then, like, within a few minutes, there was like 20, 30. It just kept going and replying to that one. And then I knew it was like spam. And I was like,
So if I'm not monitoring the comments, like if I didn't look at my comments that day,
right,
I wouldn't know it's posted. Because it didn't go to spam because they said things like a normal human. But you know how I noticed it? Somebody I know posted about it, like commented. Is like, he said even the Bitcoin people.
That was what it was, wasn't it? It was about Bitcoin, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I did? I just you can't say Bitcoin on my channel. But they get around that. They'll come up with, they'll misspell it.
Right. Mayo. Don't say Bitcoin, Mayo.
Why does even on my channel, all of Mayo's comments are blocked? Really? I have to go in and unblock every single. What is he saying in his comments or his name that is caused? Because it's not my spam filter that's causing it. Because I have like 4 words.
It goes to under review, held for review.
Yes, held for review, and I have to go in there. And
you can eliminate that, I think, if you go click on him and add. You have to do it on a computer. But
trusted. Yeah. So like you and Earl are both approved on mine. Heather's approved. So you guys could probably, I'm sure you can. You guys could probably post links and stuff in my comments, and it would be. And there's a few people that are like,
that's moderator.
No, well, I can only make you a moderator if I've seen you in a chat, I think.
Oh.
But you're an approved commenter, which I think allows you
two different things. There's a moderator and approved commenter.
Yeah. I was thinking in approved, I might be wrong, that you could actually post.
No, I can add moderators without being a live stream.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. It's easier on a live stream because all you got to do is click on them.
Click on them, yeah.
But you don't want to do that because it could be somebody impersonating somebody.
True. Yeah.
But I went through, and so what I did with that one, because I think there were like 30 comments, and it's just like, are people this dumb that they're going to say, oh, look at all these people talking about Bitcoin. I'm going to go buy some now because I'm going to go do WhatsApp because that's what everybody. So yes, that only work because there are dumb people in the world. But so I went through, and a lot of those channels are people that they got their channel hacked, and this is what they use them for. And so I just went through and blocked. I started at the bottom and just worked my way up, and then I had to watch because there were a couple of real replies in there for regular viewers that were calling them out. So I didn't want to block them, but I'd look at their comment and make sure it wasn't somebody just playing along, just being funny. Because there's a guy that actually got his channel deleted because he got so many. Is one of these YouTubers that has millions of followers. He got a community strike because he left a sarcastic comment that looked like a Bitcoin comment, like months before. And he's like, when he got the community strike, he was trying to figure out what happened, and then they finally tracked it down. He's like, oh my God, I was making fun of those people.
Right.
I wasn't, so don't impersonate a Bitcoin.
You get kind of afraid to make any comment. It's like, what in the world gets?
You can't call somebody an idiot anymore. I found that out.
Oh,
I was posting.
Don't
ask me how I know. I was going to say.
I can only imagine. Earl, you want to do the comments?
Yes, sure. I mean,
we're
so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back.
You go back to 33. There are 2 comments on 34, but
what about 32?
I don't think 32.
I'm going to go back to 32.
Is this a sticker?
Did we do 32 before?
I don't remember.
Let me look at mine because I usually keep track of my comments because I won't heart them until we talk about them. 33 is the only ones I don't have hearted.
Okay. So
and 34.
This one. All right. So 33. Okay. Merlin Auric. Being born in 1976, I would vote 84 if available. I still remember my first castle set, 6021, and how much I loved it. I still have all my Lego sets of those days, meaning all night sets. I also have fond memories of Lego Technic Polar. Therefore, I would have voted 86.
We saw those Technic Polar. Those were where the people were doing odd things. OSHA got them.
Yeah. OSHA voted so hard. They fined them so much that they went away and hid, never to be seen in the set again. Blockhead UK. Tough choices this week, although it did seem to turn into a baseball retro at the end.
Have we done a podcast since the Braves won the World Series?
No, because that's why we missed that first one, because the Braves were I think you had got your teeth pulled, and the Braves were playing the Game 6, and we couldn't fit it in ahead of time or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dunkster Bricks, just getting a chance to watch this now, which was 2 weeks ago. Building the floor in the garage and catching up on the brackets. I need to check him out. I've missed his last update.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of updates on his garage there that he's finishing.
Yeah, he's got I'm afraid. Somebody made a joke on his channel or in his comment. His walls are going to touch. He keeps adding that.
These are the things I used to think of as a kid. If I keep painting the wall, is my room getting smaller?
Andres Herzik. Catching up with YouTube subscribe channels can also be made easier with PocketTube Subscription Manager. E.g., I group the channels by theme so I can quickly see the Lego channels only. And there's also a hide watch checkbox. Another tip is to clean up your YouTube watch history. Remove the videos you don't want to get recommended on.
Yeah, I go ahead and clean up my watch.
I've never done that.
I don't think clearing your watch history changes the recommendations. The only thing, the number one thing, if you want to adjust your recommendation, and I don't think enough people do this, is click not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested, not, and eventually they will stop showing you that other YouTuber that you don't want to see, that they think everybody wants to see.
Right.
I had to do it a bunch.
Jude, I vote 86 because it was the first year for the Technic figure. Best thing ever. Okay, until
I think people.
I feel bad. Everybody's saying 86.
I know. Well, here we go. Mayo, I think 80 is going to win by unanimous decision next episode. There you go, Mayo.
Good call.
You guys have convinced me through this bracket that Lego is my new favorite. Through this bracket that Lego is now my new favorite year for Lego. He must mean 1980.
1980.
Yeah.
You've also convinced me that 2002 is my third favorite year for Lego behind 92. This bracket series was really fun to listen to. Maybe you guys should answer back questions on the podcast. Yeah, that would be interesting if we could do like we had a few questions that we could.
Yeah.
That we
if you
need
leave
to
questions,
discuss
we'll
as a
answer them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do BrickTsar answer thingies. There's
No,
a whole
it's
channel
not.
for
That's a
that.
different. Yeah, we don't want to get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we don't hashtag them.
Yeah. We.
Xavier G says, I am glad that you guys consider the 80s better than the zeros. I was afraid when Santa Fe popped up, but from my point of view, without those 80s trains, there wouldn't even have been a Santa Fe years. There wouldn't even have been a Santa Fe years later. Same with the re-release of the Black Falcon Fortress. The original is what I'm rooting for. I know it's kind of yelling in the church with 3 train AFoOLs here. But I like the Pirates, Castles, Trains in that order.
Mm-hmm.
So yay for 86.
Sorry.
Oh, did the Braves win now or not? Good show, guys. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy Heath. There is only one tile that is a triangle. I really want more in different sizes. Also, it comes in a few colors. Why are there sets with just dots and they don't have triangles? Because the dots have those little half circles.
Quarter circles. Oh, half circle. Do they have half circle?
Yeah, it's like it's more like a U.
Yeah, but they do have the quarter circles that make the 2x2 circle.
Yeah. And then we have 2 comments on the last one.
Oh boy, here we go.
Dude, Jude, I tell you what, he is loyal. Dude, Jude is loyal.
He is loyal.
Good one. Keep it up.
Hey, Joey, good job on this one. Keep up the good work. Well, that was some work to put that together. I actually watched 34 minutes of it. I listened. I listened while I was driving. I got to 34 minutes of it.
Because I had to listen to it twice, but because I went through and cut all the clips together, but you could tell where I was getting tired. So all of a sudden there would be like, it just says things like 1980. And then it's like 72, 70. I was like, what? And I'll go back. What did I got, those are the brackets we were doing. And then that was the winner. But then there was some that we actually talked about stuff. I was a little more cohesive, I guess, when I was trying to get a joke in it or something.
Yeah. Marilyn Aldrich personally did not like this one, as I was looking forward to a fresh Lego-related discussion on my favorite and only podcast-like channel. Well, you're going to get it tonight. But will not hit the dislike since there might have gotten quite some effort into this whatever you call it.
I think there was more effort put into the editing of that video than any on the AFoOL podcast.
At least on my part.
Was. Make me happy and make the next one a 3-hour episode.
We're
getting close.
We're 2 hours.
We're over
2. And Kale Jones. So not only did those slackers Jabbo and Earl not show up, they can't even drop a comment on the video.
I know, he commented. I commented after I saw that. I commented. I don't think I commented on hardly any of them.
I'll comment in the next episode. That's some good stuff right there, man. Jabbo says I really should be leaving comments.
I do share the videos.
Yes, you do. I get those notifications. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That may be the best comment we've had.
Because it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw that when I was like, uh-oh.
34 episodes later, that is the best comment we've had. Well.
So 2 hours. We redeemed ourselves, maybe?
I think so.
This was a very important episode. I mean, Earl figured out Bricklink shipping.
No, not quite.
We're on the way.
I figured out how to cut off international finally.
Yeah, that's very important. So sorry for all you in other parts of the world.
Yeah, that shipping is just too expensive. I had someone from Australia, I think it was Australia. They bought $14 worth of parts, and the shipping was $20-something.
Oh my goodness!
And I said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, okay.
So, and I think we talked about it. I know we're ready to wrap this up. Is my computer flicking?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I've seen it twice now where it's flicked off. At any rate, I have it set up so that I guess you can set it up that your buyers have to have a certain amount of or a certain rating before they'll buy from you. I got mine set to 0 or whatever. I can let anybody.
Me but too, I end up apparently. That's something else I don't know how to change.
Well, and I was there at one point, right? I was a 0 seller or buyer, so I don't have a problem. But the 2 of the last 0 buyers that I had, or at least they only had 1 or 2 feedback, they had something wrong with their shipping address. One, they didn't match their PayPal, and the other one, they literally had 2 addresses in a single address block, and I had to contact them on both of them. It's like, hopefully they learn, like, oh, okay, kind of get that stuff straightened out. But it makes it a little difficult on me to.
I think that's kind of twofold. I think on the one hand, you have people. I had somebody comment on one of my old videos today, asked me about a part, and they said that they thanked me for telling them the part, and they bought a lot of 10 on eBay, and they wanted to know where I got them from. Like, I wish you would ask me before you bought them off eBay.
Right.
So that person has no idea about Bricklink. So obviously that's going to be a new. But then there's also people, I think, who create new accounts because they've either scammed somebody or for some reason got kicked off of Bricklink. Or
I worry about that too.
So there's somebody who has bought from me quite a bit. I think they finally got completely banned off of Bricklink, and so they live in China, and they ship to Oregon. That's what most people that live in China, they ship to Oregon, and then it gets put on a boat to China. But they and their orders would be usually 100 to 300 lots. So, and usually $100 or $200 or more. But I don't know what the reason is they got banned, but they just created another account, and I recognized them right away. It's the same guy,
right?
And then that account got banned, and they made another account. And I think I don't know if it was things they were asking people to do, or if it was because they weren't shipping to the right place. But I never had a problem with them. They always paid. Never had any issues with them. But I'm like, you can't just keep creating accounts.
Yeah, something's going wrong somewhere for them to get banned. So,
and I know other sellers will not like me, but I don't like drop shipping unless you've had a problem with an order and you were missing something and you want to get it to your seller. But I don't like people that say, oh, well, we're going to sell this set. Let's go buy it from this guy and then ship it. Like they're on Amazon and they're buying my stuff on Bricklink to ship. Right. That type of stuff. I don't like
that. And the 3 of us have all played that before. We've drop shipped something, I know Earl or Jabbo, you've drop shipped stuff for me, but we know each other. So it's a different, I've messed up and I'm in a bind. It's like, can you help me, please?
And I've had other sellers, but they've reached out to me first.
Yes.
And told me that hey, well, I'm short. I need to send this to, will you ship it? And they do that. But other times you're going to get those PayPal is different than the Bricklink. And that's usually, you look at it, they're just shipping. There you
go. I saw. Yeah, I'm starting to see it.
Your computer getting hot?
I don't know. I mean, that is the first time I've ever seen that Logitech do that before. So,
but anyway, I'm sorry. We're going back to another topic, I guess.
Yeah. We're over 2 hours. I say we call this one quits.
All right. Well, I will end this thing then. So we want to thank everybody for watching the AFoOL podcast. What do you think of our favorite year ever? We got kind of close to the middle, 1980. I think it's awesome. Earl thinks it's awesome. Joey thinks it's awesome. Do you think it's awesome? Do you like 1986 or another year? Let us know in the comments below. Do you have a question for us? We're going to have to do something different. Let us know. There's links in the description down below for all of our channels, Mardi Gras Man, Joey, BrickTrains, and the AFoOL podcast. You can listen to this if you like. Of course, you wouldn't get to see our beautiful faces, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks with another one of these. So come back soon.